taking the arms forward. I have some technical difficulties there. So you're going to let the arms roll forward. So you're opening through the rear of the shoulders, and then come into one more round of drawing the shoulder blades back. Kind of helpful to look up too, because you're going to open up in through the clavicles here. And then we take the hands behind, interlace, and draw the shoulder blades down by sending the wrists down, squeezing the shoulder blades together, but also keep the rib cage in. So you're really sticking your boobs out. You really stick the chest out, and you gaze up. And then open through the chest, gaze up to the ceiling as long as it feels like you're opening here. And then just say hello, 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 honestly, because you just want to see that the throat is open, so you don't sound like this, hello, hello. You want to feel like there's lots of release, openness in through the trachea. And then take the arms over to your right and well across, and help coax that elbow across, and then reclasp the hand, holding on there. Take a breath, and then bring the ear down towards the shoulder, and keep the shoulder back. So you're breathing steadily, and you're just gazing ahead. And then look down to the right. That's a big stretch. So you're down on a diagonal. Keep the shoulder back. And by the way, if you're getting any tension, extra tension, and it feels like the shoulder is holding, like it won't let go, stop and do this. Like just do a little release. You probably know that of your shoulder, just to get the rotator cuff to soften, and then return and come back to the clasp and come on over. And you keep that ear dropping, looking down, keep that look. And then you can breathe in, gaze back up to the center. Take the hands over to the other side. Help that elbow down and across, so you're right over, clasping the hand. And then you're dropping the ear over. You're not dropping your ear, but you're bringing your ear over to the left side. Keep your ear on. There'll be no dropping of ears. And you keep that down. There's no Van Gogh moments. And you want to just keep that shoulder blade back. Here we go to look down, increasing the stretch. So you're tucking the chin to look down instead of this. You're not looking down, you're looking down. And that helps to open the front shoulder. And you keep the breathing. And then you can come right back to the center. And then draw the hands down one more time. Send the wrists down. And you can step the legs wide. So pardon me if I'm off camera with the legs. You're just really going about a leg length and a half apart. And then you want to exhale and fold out. See if you can really reach the wrists over. Now you want to just look down. So you let the head go now, and you're looking between the legs, and you want to send the wrists over. And you're pulling up from the thighs as the wrists come over. Now keep in mind that my body's been doing this for 33 years, I think it is now. So you might be here. That's excellent. It's just the reach out of the wrists, and then you fold, and you let the momentum of the fall of the wrists over get you that cascade, if there is. In the meantime, keep the wrists reaching out. That will help to open the front shoulders and the chest. And then take a couple more breaths there, just to elicit that opening. Get a really good reach out. And then you can come back up, lift, you're gazing ahead as you pull up from the core, and you lift, and then step the feet together and come right to the front of the mat to prepare for sun salutation. So here, you're facing straight ahead, you have the balls of the feet together and the heels are apart, and that helps to square the sacral area. And then you're taking the hands together. Take the arms up like a V. I'm going to turn in this direction. You're opening the chest, inhale. Exhale, extend the arms wide, opening, come into forward bend. It's irrelevant if the hands touch, you can bend your knees. And then breathe in, come halfway up, flat back, sending the bum back. And then you can exhale, fold. Feel free to bend the knees a lot to get the knees to come back. Coming to all fours position, please tuck the toes to stretch the fascia of the feet. Take the arms over to the left. Pull the bum over to the right. Release the forehead down. You're lengthening right out from the waist. Good, keep that breath. I have to check the video because I've had lots of problems with it this morning. Damn it. Good. Oh, good. It's working. I love that. And then come on back to the middle. Come on over to the right. Do try to keep the toes tucked. Pull the waist over to the left. Maybe even take that left hand on top of the right. Sorry if I didn't do that on the other side. And then pull the left waist over to the left. Breath, breath. And then come on back to the center. Good. Now from here, take your left foot out. Point the back right foot. Lift from the rib cage. I'm just going to show you from the side. So you're going to press that left foot down. Lift and lengthen out from this side. Pull the right ribs up in. So you're really pinned down with this right waist. Keep with the breathing. And then you can take that hand behind. Press the head into the hand. Press the elbow back. Gaze up. It's going to be tiny because it's going to be a really big press back of the head. Really big press back. And you come out and fountain over. Breath. And then one more time, reach. Good. And then take that hand down. You're going to come across, reach over, and keep the back top foot, that right foot, pressing down as you reach over and extend off of the right side. Breath. And then you're going to come back to the center. I'll show you from here. You're going to come back to all fours, and then take your right leg out, turning again. You're going to take that right foot out, lift from the rib cage, open, extend the arm up, and again keep pressing the back left foot down to fountain off of this left side. Feel the rise from the rib cage. Take that hand behind, lift the rib cage, open the chest. Keep the head pressing back as you lift from the waist. Really press over. Breath, breath, maybe a little pulse, because that helps you go a little further. And then you extend the arm one more time. Again, keep the head back so you're not letting it, the neck shorten rather. And over. Now we do the reach across. Keep pressing this foot down to reach out from that left waist. Reaching the top of the head down so you can drop the chin slightly. So you reach the top of the head over there. Coming back. And then you can lift. Come on, all the way back to all fours. And then from there, in your all fours position, come into a cat round. So you're going to press as if you're pressing the palms right through the mat. Breathe in, gaze ahead but not up, and tip the bum bones up. Feel like you're pressing your shoulder blades down your back. So you're pressing the palms into the ground. Breathe in, exhale, round again. Pressing the tops of the feet down. Breathe in, gaze ahead again, and maybe up, if it's okay, through the neck. And there again, just say hello, 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 like just to feel that the throat is open. And then exhale and round, and press the tops of the feet down. And one more time, breathe in, coming up, lift, and then exhale, round. Very nice. Now you're going to come from there into child's pose, the palms way forward, tuck the toes under again. Breathe in, exhale, and pull the tailbone back again. Release the forehead to the floor, lengthening out from the spine, keeping the breathing steady. Really reach forward with the palms. Get way out there and getting a good stretch through the feet too. Pull the tailbone back, especially on the exhale. And then come on back up. Okay, really good. Now we're going to take the hands under the shoulders, and then you drop down to the elbows. This is very subtle. We're going to press the forearms and elbows down into the ground, and then you gaze up, and with that press of the forearms, you tip the bum bones up and back, and then you do your cat round again. So you go from an arc to a cat round, which means tucking the tailbone under, looking back. My clothing is way too baggy. Pulling back. And then breathe in, and then just gaze ahead. Inhale, bum up, really tip. Remember, half of yoga is sticking your bum in the air. And then exhale, round, you're looking back. And one more time, breathe in, gaze ahead, tip the bum bones up, tip it up. Exhale, round, tucking under. Okay, great. And then return to the hands, okay? And then from there, toes are tucked. Inhale, gaze ahead. Exhale and tip up into downward dog, lengthening the spine. So you really lift out and back, pulling the shoulder blades down the back as you do, and you're looking straight back, and breath. And now we'll step the feet forward and coming into halfway up position, flat back, gazing ahead, pulling the bum bones back. And then that was an inhale, let's inhale. And then exhale and fold forward. And now bring the arms up, come up, out to the side, opening the chest, very receptive in the front body, so the shoulders are not up, and you're keeping open. And then from the back, I'll show you, we draw the shoulder blades back. You're going to squeeze them together and then go neutral. So you squeeze together and you go neutral. And if you can really feel that you're not letting the head come forward, and if you have a mirror, if you can go over to it, even if you go into the bathroom, and you just, you come to a mirror, and if you have enough width in the bathroom or somewhere, just notice that you're keeping the chin back, and keep going with me. Press the shoulder blades together. You can see the elbows are lower than the shoulders. The palms are facing forward. That's relevant because that keeps the chest open, and that helps you to isolate the rear of the shoulder, which we're working on strengthening. And you press back, and you press back, and you feel that opening, and your breathing is steady, and you press back. So again, just feel how you're opening the chest in here, and then interlace, slide the shoulders down, gaze up, and now take the legs wide. And this time, as you take the arms over, take them to your left and look to your right. And reach the wrists out, just as far out as they get. Far out, man. Just see if you can really reach. Just let the weight of the head fall. Breath. And then you come back up, and you lift, and you come to your center. And then you come over to the other side, so you keep the wrists really reaching out, and you open. The chin is in, you feel that reach out from the wrist to open through the front shoulders, the chest, and breath. And then turn to look down, have the wrists still reaching out as you fold forward from the core, and you keep the wrists reaching out. And then you're going to look up and draw halfway up. Use the core. Take the hands right down in front. And you're going to press down into the left hand, turn into the left hand, and take the right shoulder back. The shoulder blade comes down the back, so you're really lifting from the rib cage. And breath. And then you take that right hand down, press into the right hand, open through the chest, reaching out from the crown of the head. Make sure the chin stays in. Press into the feet as you pull up from the core. And then you take the hands down. Now you're going to take, I'm going to get back to the middle, take your feet back into a wide downward dog. Pull the bum bones up and back as you pull the tailbone back. Let the head fall, staying with the breath. And then from there, draw down to the knees, coming into kneeling position, if that's okay through the knees. If it's too much, feel free to put a pillow under here, bolster, you can put a yoga block. Or you can have the legs come straight in front. So just notice how you can be here. Turn the fingers in, lift through the rib cage, gaze up towards the ceiling. And you want to really press the whole heel of the hand down as you lift the chest. Now, it's really different what you do with your arms here. If you can just take a look at the camera for a moment, you're going to press into the whole of the hand, but here's what you're not going to do. You're not going to do this. You're not going to press the shoulders back. I actually want you to press them in and down. And that will happen by pressing the palms down strongly. Like when you really press down through the palms, that'll pull your shoulders down. And if it doesn't, it's just because we're accessing more mobility yet in the shoulders. It's really common for that area to be tight. And then you're going to come back up, come back into the W stretch, take the hands behind the head, and then press the head into the hands. And this is an exercise that I want you to do throughout the day. Like at any moment, take that hands behind the head and press back. Men do this a lot, I've seen. Women, not so much because of the girls, I think. But you really do want to have that lift of the rib cage and then press the head back and make it an isometric exercise. So you press the head into the hands, press the head into the hands, working the scalings, and then release. Press the head into the hands, hands resist. They press you forward and you push back and you push forward and you push back. And then relax and press the head back again. Pressing the hands forward and then relax. And one more time. I'm also pulling the rib cage in to really stabilize the midsection. Okay, good. And then lift up, press the elbows back, lift the chest, keep the breathing full. If you can just take a look at the camera again, or sorry, the video, I keep doing that. If you can keep the this from happening, your ribs popping forward. So keep them pulling in. It's like you're pulling your shirt up over your head. The ribs knit back and in as you gaze up. And then gently release the arms. They're going to be pretty needing that. Now, in this position, you can stay where you are. We take the right arm across. Just take it on top. Take the underside arm under the cradle, and then come over to the left. So the arm that's on top, you always come away from, and you're coming just above the chest line, coming across. So you get that opening in there. You're circling out from the shoulder. Remember that the shoulder needs circles. It is a ball socket joint, so it needs to rotate in circles, just like the hip. They're the only two ball socket joints in the body. So think of you cannot have it doing like a drawer. The arm does this a lot. It's got to do stuff that has a circle in order to keep the whole shoulder girdle working. So that's why we have so much tension here. So now we take the left arm up, take the right arm under, get into your wrap, be a wrapper, come across, opening through the rear of the shoulder, breathing. Beautiful. Excellent. Coming across. You can let that arm drop, pull across, and then gently release. Okay, we're going to come right to all fours position. So taking the hands right underneath the shoulders, reach the left heel back and really reach and pull the core up and in so the belly button is facing the floor. Then extend the right arm out, keep the shoulder down though, and reach the left heel out and press the right foot down in the floor. So you want to really reach out, lengthen, lengthen, breath, breath, keeping the core in, so stabilizing. Okay, now notice if without moving anything else, could you take your right arm out to the diagonal? So not straight out, but straight up, just to work the upper back. And then take that elbow, this is a biggie. You're going to bring the elbow towards the knee. So you're going to pull in, round the spine, press the opposite top of the foot down into the floor for balance, by the way. So you reach out on a diagonal, so not straight ahead, but out to the side. Breathe in, exhale, keep the breathing in and out through the nose the whole time, and then extend the leg out. Good, arm on a diagonal, whoops. And then one more time. Coming in, this is strong. And if this is too strong, please do this. Take the leg out, take the arm a little bit up. Doesn't have to be all the way, and you don't have to go in and out. You can stay in the pointer dog, like so. And then we're going to release to the other side. Before we do, take a stretch of this working arm. So you're going to take the right hand forward, the arm that just worked, left arm, come across. Come onto the back of that left shoulder. You're on this left cheek, left side of the head. And if that feels really great, take the right arm up and twist And turn the palm out to open the shoulder. And stay with your breathing. And then you can take that right hand down. And then take the hand under. Okay, really good. Now we're going to take the left leg out. Reach, did I stop it? Sorry, right leg out. I've been doing that all my life. Reach the right heel out. Keep the belly button facing down. Strong core centered down. Extend the left arm out. Reach the right heel. Lengthen out through the right leg. If you can, take the left arm out on a diagonal. Keep that reach of the rib cage up. Breath is steady. Really reach out through the heel. Breath. Good. Now see if you can pull it together. Pull yourself together and pull the heel in tight. Round the spine, you're really tucking the chin. Extend out, micro slow movement so you can really control the movement. Reaching again on a diagonal, not straight ahead, diagonal out. Pull in. Get the heel tucking in tight and really up when you come in. It's nice to move slowly to keep the balance. It's also entirely necessary. Reach that arm out. And if you can, and if it's too much, stay in the pointer dog like so. Otherwise, one more. Coming in, pull the heel in tight, pull the knee in, and extend the arm out. And then taking the arm down, taking the working hand, which is the right hand, across, the palm turns up. Come on onto the right cheek, the right side of the head. Really work that right wrist over. And then you can take the left arm up. And you'll find that you can really open and draw that top left shoulder back as much as you can reach. And then you can take that left hand down, return to all fours. And then from there, I want you to come into a child's pose with the arms beside and release the forehead to the floor so you completely let go. And let the shoulder blades fall forward. And breathe deep in and out through the nose to stretch that space in between the shoulder blades. So you want to really stretch right out from the low back here. And then you can gently lift, come on back up, and then from here, come on down to all fours position. So, down onto your belly. You start in all fours. You're going to start with the elbows right underneath the shoulders. Now, you reach one leg out and then the other, so you're really pulling the pubic bone down. You press into the forearms and you press into the palms, especially you pin the elbows down. Now, you'll notice the elbows land right under the shoulders, so they're not like this. They're not down so you're dumping, but you're actually scaffolded, you're stacked with the elbows right under the shoulders. You press into the palms, you gaze ahead, and as the tops of those feet press down, you press into the elbows and look ahead. You're looking slightly up, but you're not doing this. You're not lifting the head. I want you to keep the chin neutral and keep gazing straight ahead. Now press the tops of the feet down to pull the tailbone down. And then if you can breathe really nicely, like if you can feel yourself using the elbows to pin down and to draw the shoulder blades down, and the breathing is excellent, you're not tightening in the breathing, in the ribs, then do this. Come into a cobra, keep the elbows in, not out, and you're pressing through the palms and you gaze ahead. Now keep pressing the tops of the feet down, that's key. You can turn your head from side to side, you can, and I say can, you really want to feel that you can stay here, centered, shoulders down, press the tops of the feet down, and if that's good, then look to the right. Very good for stretching. It's just that it might be too much. You might need to stay here to feeling like you're opening and keep pressing the tops of the feet down. That will help to pull the pubic bone down and to open in through the tops of the thighs. I'm looking up on a diagonal, and breath, and breath, and breath. Keep the tops of the feet pressing down. We're staying here to stretch and open the front thighs, if that's where the tension is. And then I want you to return to the elbows. Press into the forearms and the elbows as you gaze ahead. Keep pressing the tops of the feet down. In breath. Okay. Now we're going to counter stretch by taking the hands, oh, I hope you felt that, right beside the chest. Take an in-breath. Come up. Exhale, knees and feet apart to child's pose back. Release the forehead to the ground. Nice deep breaths here. Good. See if you can reach the palms out anymore to stretch in the backs of the arms. And again, releasing the forehead down. Great. And then you can breathe in and come on back up. Okay. Now, just relax the whole low back here. And I want to show a little stretch that you can do throughout the day whenever you're sitting. So let's say you're in between playing your violin, as I'm doing this video for a dear client who needs this, or just through the day when you're getting tight in through the neck here. You're going to take your hands underneath the desk, chair, and however you do that, it might be through the side, it might be because you can get the opening underneath, and then you lift from the rib cage, gaze up. So again, we're imagining we're at the chair. I'm going to hook my toes because I can kneel, so it's okay. And you're lifting from the rib cage, gazing up. Now, see if the head can come back, if it's okay, so that's this. But make sure you can say hello. So hello, 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 right to there, and then I get tight. So I'm going to stay right to there. And then you keep that opening. That's where the mobility is in this moment. So just check out the hello. Where does it go? Where does it stop? Where do you lose your hello? So one more time. Press the shoulder blades back this time. Lift up. Send the chin, nose to the ceiling. Come back as much as you can. That you can feel your opening. It's okay if there's tightness in through here. You just don't want isolated pain. I know I'm stating the obvious, but you will get a crunch of that area. There is a squeeze. Just make sure there's no specific pain on one piece, one tiny vertebrae or facet. And then come on back to the front. Now we get to enjoy the opposite. Take the hands onto the back of the head, interlace. Lift the head so you're pulling up, like you're pulling the turtleneck up, and then tuck the chin. Press the chin down, really tuck the chin so it's like you're making a double chin, and breathing. And then you release the hands and come on into full circles. So you're coming this way and you're coming all the way around. Now, you do look up, but you don't come back. So just look up to stretch in that area. The eyes can direct you, so they are turning. That actually directs the spine. Just like if you're riding a horse, if you look to the left, they'll go to the left, usually. I hope that's exactly right. And then come on in the other direction, coming around and breathing. Coming around. Good. And then we're going to take the hand right at the bottom of the ear, take this hand under your bum or your shin, and then drop the ear over to the side so you get a really good stretch in through the side there. And breath. And then you can come back up. Here we go, take that hand under. Just taking the hand onto the bottom of the ear, bringing the ear over. Keep the shoulder down on this side to get that great stretch in through the side neck. And then you can gently release the hands. Okay, really good. So we'll finish there, and then I'm going to add another video for the same area, opening the chest and shoulders and strengthening the upper back. Keep the breathing constant throughout the whole video, and in any moment, if there's a pose or a stretch that's really effective, repeat it. Just pause the video and keep going so that you can really start to access the changes that are going on there. That's what we're creating, is change. So enjoy, let me know if you have any questions. There's my remote. Okay, bye for now.